Hello, it's confession time here on The Perfect Wrist. Have you ever been tempted by these beautiful little bargain watches from India? Well, if you have, stick with me for this video. I bought three for under £100. What's that? $125? This is exactly what I got. Hello, if you haven't been here before, my name's Paul. This is all about my watch collecting journey. My annual State of the Collection video will be due between Christmas and New Year. You don't want to miss that. In the meantime, a little kind of treat for you. As a novice watch collector, I didn't really know, most of you probably do, but I didn't really know that India has a huge trade in vintage watches, redials, perhaps new hands, old movements, some of them completely knackered, and selling them on eBay to unsuspecting collectors. Let's just take a quick look at exactly what I received in the post. It's not all bad. Most of it's bad, but there are one or two saving graces, which I'll share with you as the video goes on. On the face of it, £98 for three sweet wearing watches is a bargain, isn't it? Let's have a closer look. What attracted me to this first watch, HMT? If you haven't heard of HMT, it is India's own brand, huge watch manufacturer, and it was the dial on this watch. Unfortunately, those amazing markers aren't loomed. It would have been a real treat if they had been. That would have looked great during the night. But I did like the dial, and I still like the dial. The movement in the back is clean. Unfortunately, no matter what I do with this watch, it runs 5 to 10 minutes a day slow. So the movement isn't great. I'm sure these HMT movements aren't that great. But you can see that the condition is very good all round. It hugs the wrist amazingly. It's 36mm. The case back and the actual case itself looks as if it's been very lightly worn. So if it ran well, this would be a nice sweet little watch with a domed acrylic crystal, all in good condition. The watch itself was about £25, right, which is incredible. So a reasonable start. It does have loom on the hands, but it doesn't keep great time. So that's the first watch. Second watch, again 36mm. They're all 36mm. Vintage field watch, HMT pilot watch. Is that an original HMT dial? Possibly. It would have been lovely again if those indices had been loomed, but they're simply not. The hands are, and it's decent loom in the hands. This watch arrived and the second hand wasn't attached. You can see it sitting there at the bottom of the case. So a little bit of work required. Take it apart, refit the second hand, and let's just see how it runs. £29 this watch. So when you compare it with what else is available, the case finish, the case shape, very nice, but attention to detail, not having a second hand attached, isn't really what we're looking for, is it? But again, it hugs the wrist beautifully. And what I would say about these watches, if they ran properly and things like the second hand were attached, they'd make pretty sweet little watches to wear. Comparable with most other dressy vintage sized watches, but not great. And finally, this Seiko. This has been redialed. this has had a redial. I've been told this isn't an original Seiko dial. You can see the attraction. It looks nice, but this isn't an original Seiko dial. So I'm not happy with that at all. It's a 7009 Seiko movement, and it is a Seiko movement. This watch actually keeps great time. When I wind it, when I shake it and wear it, all day, when I shake it and wear it, the timekeeping is perfect. Seiko movement compared to those HMT movements. And again, the case is in good condition. It's quite a unique case. This is the 8580 case from Seiko. So you can see that if that had an original dial, probably and possibly original hands as well, it's got the original movement. So a little bit of modification needed to perfect that watch, really. Disappointing when I took the case back off because disappointed when I took the case back off to have a look, because the movement, it's held on by the crown. There's nothing else holding the movement in there. And this was £44. Again, £44 isn't a huge amount to spend on a watch, but the movement wasn't really attached within the case, and it's had a redial. So there you go, my little experiment from India. There's obviously a thriving business doing up watches, taking old watches, tarting them up a bit and flogging them to unsuspecting Westerners. Having said that, the condition of all the cases is great. I'm sure watches generally are appreciated in India, and I do still think that if they had the hands attached and the movements worked properly, they could be sweet wearing little watches. But buyer beware. Thanks for watching. I hope that's educated you a little bit about the perils of buying, possibly from India, without doing your full research. That's my experience. Hopefully, if you do the same, your experiences will be better. I'm sure there'll be plenty of comments from those of you who've had identical experiences to mine. Keep subscribing, keep watching. A couple of videos before the end of the year, including my State of the Collection video. I'll see you soon in that video.